Hello, I'm Vanessa, and I'm here to talk to you about something that is very close to my heart, and that is helping people just like you to speak with confidence and to unlock your full potential. Now, years ago, I was where many of you find yourselves right now. I would sit in meetings, and I have so much that I would like to share, but for the life of me, I could not get the words out. Whether it was because I feared judgment, I doubted whether my ideas were actually worth anything. And what came from that is that I watched others get the spotlight while I actually shrank in the background. And that frustration, knowing that you have value, but being too nervous to actually share that with your audience and with the people that you speak to, that can actually feel quite overwhelming. And so after working on myself and experiencing the transformation, I decided to become a public speaking coach, because I would now sit in meetings and I could see the person who is in the position that I used to be in. And so I want to help you to overcome that self-doubt, to stop letting imposter experiences overwhelm you, to go from doubt to confidence and from silence to actually making an impact. So today I want to share with you what I do, what you can expect from working with me, how my coaching delivers results, and how you can start your journey to confident communication. So, what do I do? Now, my mission is to empower voices and to build confidence. Simple. I want to empower your voice and help you build confidence. I know what it's like to overthink every word before you speak and to replay a conversation later. Oh, I should have said this. I shouldn't have said that. I should have stood my ground, and so on and so forth. I should have been more assertive. I should have asked more questions. I should have said more. I know what it's like to just replay it over and over and over again. And I see these same struggles with my clients, whether it is an introvert who is holding back from speaking up in meetings, or professionals who turn down speaking opportunities, who turn down presentations because they don't know what they're going to do if they get difficult questions and they can't handle it, or entrepreneurs who don't know how to articulate their value, or they're looking to inspire trust, but they actually can't find the words. I want to share a quick story with you. One of my clients, Yolanda, she is a brilliant chartered accountant, and she used to stay very quiet in meetings, and this was actually because she found that she was afraid of sounding silly. And when she started working with me, she admitted that she actually felt invisible at work. And that's the effect. When you don't speak up, you do become invisible. You're not top of mind for leading. You're not top of mind for ideas. You're not top of mind when decisions need to be made. You actually shrink in the background, and that is something that I experienced. So over the course of our sessions, Yolanda began to realize that her voice mattered. And as we worked together, she got to a point where she was now contributing in meetings, and she was contributing with confidence. Her managers then started to notice her, but what was beautiful is that she noticed herself too. She could feel herself in those moments where she's now speaking like, wait, this is me. I'm speaking. I'm asking the questions. I'm challenging. I'm part of this big discussion. I'm an active participant, and that was a big transformation for her. So here's how I can help you too. What I offer, one of the services I offer is one-on-one coaching. And this is very tailored. It is tailored to support and to tackle your specific challenges and for us to reach your specific goals. So that journey is very customized for you. I also offer group coaching, and this is great if you want to learn and grow with peers who are actually facing similar struggles. What's always interesting in the group coaching sessions is we'll do these exercises, and in the midst of it, as everyone is sharing, you realize that you're not the only one going through certain struggles. You're not the only one who has certain thoughts before they speak up. You know, that voice, that inner critic that will be saying all these lies to stop you from speaking. You realize that, hey, I'm not the only one. And what your inner critic says to you, my inner critic says to me as well. And so we then learn and we grow together. And that's really great as part of group coaching. I also offer many courses and resources, and this is self-paced, it's online, it's on-demand tools that you can then use to help to build your confidence and get you speaking and articulating yourself effectively. And finally, I offer workshops. These are focused on building confidence, mainly for presentations as well as, general just conversations and public speaking. So whatever it is that you need in improving this speaking skill, my approach is really rooted in your personal transformation. Now, what can you expect when you are working with me? So working with me is more than just techniques and tips and try this, do that. No, it's really more than that. Like, random techniques, breathing, and we do that stuff, but it is more about the transformation, the inner transformation. I want for you to learn to trust yourself, to trust your voice, and to trust the value that you are bringing to the table. And with that, it goes beyond any technique. Okay, so I offer firstly personalized support, and this is because I take the time to get to know and understand you. Then I offer actionable strategies. So it's not just theory work, it is real world tools, okay, that you can start to apply and implement immediately. It's not something that you have to wait for, I'm going to do this in 10 days time, in 2 weeks time. No, you can apply this immediately, and it is tailored for you. And then thirdly, I empower accountability. Okay, so together we then build the habits that will help to grow your confidence. I want to share another story about a client of mine called Emily. And Emily is a scientist who struggled to speak in front of senior colleagues. We all know that feeling, right? You can speak to your fears, but as soon as there's a senior manager, a senior person, or your manager or your boss in a meeting, we then start to struggle. And she feared asking what she thought were silly questions. And so through our work, Emily then started to understand that her questions were actually adding value. Sometimes it is the simple questions. Sometimes it is the things that seem obvious to you that actually make the bigger impact, because now it allows us to be on the same page. It allows us to ensure that we haven't forgotten the basics, the fundamentals, before we then tackle this complex project or this complex idea. And so she realized that her questions were actually adding value. And so by the end of our coaching, she wasn't just contributing, she was now leading the discussions. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, but can I really change? And the answer is absolutely yes. If I can do it, if Yolanda, if Emily can do it, then you can do it too. Okay, so how will you get the results? Now, confidence, contrary to popular belief, it is not about being perfect. It is not about never making mistakes. It is not about never saying anything that might be dull or boring or obvious. It is about showing up. Confidence is about trusting your voice. Confidence is about embracing progress over perfection. And here's how you'll get the results when we work together. Firstly, you will identify your strengths and your challenges. And together, we uncover what has been holding you back. And so many times, it's actually a lot deeper than you realize. You might think it's just because I forget my words. It's just because I don't know the right thing to say. It's just because it's a senior person there. there are deeper reasons why those certain situations or scenarios actually hold you back from speaking up and present those challenges when you want to express yourself. Secondly, we're then going to work on building a growth mindset. So together we tackle any challenges or issues that you have around imposter experiences, self-doubt, nerves, anxiety. So we then really work on developing that growth mindset. Thirdly, we have practical exercises. So you learn to structure your thoughts, you learn to manage your nerves, and then you learn to deliver with clarity and impact. And fourthly, then we make sure that there is sustainable progress, because it's not just about learning in the moment, it's about ensuring that you keep on progressing even long after we've worked together. So you'll then leave with the tools that will help you grow even after our sessions. Okay, so one of my favorite client stories is Katia, and she's an actuarial analyst, and she had a mental block every time she tried to speak up in meetings. So what she then thought that she would do to help her with this challenge is to write out responses way before the meeting, rehearse it, so that in the meeting she can then just repeat that. But even though she did that, she still felt paralyzed when the time came to speak. So after working together, Katia then began to contribute in real time during meetings. So it wasn't something that she had to repeat and rehearse time and time again. She was actually present enough. She was able to trust her voice, trust the value and the insights that she's bringing, and then contribute in real time in these meetings. She even then received feedback that her insights were instrumental to shaping the team's decisions. That was phenomenal. So honestly, it's one of my favorite client stories. I want you to really imagine what it would feel like when you leave a meeting knowing that you made an impact. What does that feel like for you? And that is the transformation that I'm offering. It's not about tips and techniques only, it is about transformation. Now, lastly, how do you contact me? If you are ready to start your journey in confident communication, here's how you can contact me. Firstly, you can visit the link in my description to learn more about my services and to book that discovery call. It's super important that you book the discovery call so that we can get to know each other. We then understand your challenges, your goals, and exactly how I can assist you. Secondly, follow me on Instagram at Vanessa_Bukasa. The link is also in my description. And here I will share daily tips and inspiration to really help you build your confidence and speak with impact. And then lastly, you can email me on info@vanessabukasa.com for any inquiries or to discuss your goals. So I don't want you to wait for the perfect time to start, because the moment that you decide that you want to invest in yourself, that is when your life begins to change. So let me leave you with this. Confidence is not something that you're born with. It is a skill that you build. Now, I've been on this journey myself, and I know I know how it feels to doubt yourself whenever, or to doubt whether your voice matters. But I also know what is possible when you decide to trust your voice. And the result for me was definitely career breakthrough, personal fulfillment, and the ability to connect with others in a more meaningful way. And if this resonates with you, I want you to like the video. I want you to share it with anyone who needs to hear this message, and also to subscribe for the educational content that I share here. Remember to trust your voice, and its power will follow. Thanks. I'll see you soon.